Hello, today we are going to start a new course, which is software development. In first module we are going to learn introduction to software development. In module 1 we have these topics: software development lifecycle, types of software development methodologies e.g. Agile, waterfall, basics of programming languages e.g. syntax, data types, control structures. The software development lifecycle (SDLC) is a process used by software development teams to design, develop, test, and deploy software. The SDLC typically includes the following stages. 1. Requirements gathering. This stage involves identifying the requirements of the software, such as the functionality needed, user interface requirements, and other technical specifications. Designed. In this stage, the software design is created based on the requirements gathered in the previous stage. This includes creating a high-level architecture, detailed design documents, and data models. 3. Implementation. During this stage, the software is developed based on the design documents created in the previous stage. This involves writing code, creating databases, and integrating third-party components. For testing, once the software has been developed, it needs to be tested to ensure that it works as expected. This includes functional testing, performance testing, and security testing. 5. Deployment. After the software has been tested and any issues have been fixed, it can be deployed to the production environment. This involves installing the software on servers and making it available to end users. 6. Maintenance. Once the software has been deployed, it will need to be maintained over time. This includes fixing bugs, adding new features, and addressing any security issues that arise. The SDLC is an iterative process, meaning that it may need to be repeated multiple times. During the development of a single software application, this is particularly true for large, complex applications that require ongoing development and maintenance over a long period of time. There are several software development methodologies, each with its own approach to managing the software development process. Here are some of the most commonly used methodologies. 1. Waterfall. The waterfall methodology is a linear approach to software development, where each stage in the SDLC is completed in sequence. This methodology is typically used for projects where the requirements are well defined, and the development team has a clear understanding of what needs to be built. 2. Agile. Agile is an iterative and incremental approach to software development, where the development team works collaboratively to deliver working software in small, incremental releases. This methodology is well suited for projects where the requirements are not well defined and need to be refined over time. 3. Scrum. Scrum is a type of Agile methodology that involves breaking the development process into small, cross-functional teams that work together to deliver working software in short iterations, called sprints. This methodology is focused on delivering value to the customer through continuous improvement. 4. Kanban. Kanban is another type of Agile methodology that involves visualizing the workflow of the development process on a board, with tasks moving through different stages as they are completed. This methodology is focused on continuous improvement and minimizing waste in the development process. 5. Lean. Lean is a methodology that is focused on minimizing waste and maximizing value for the customer. This methodology involves creating a culture of continuous improvement, where the development team is constantly seeking ways to streamline the development process. 6. DevOps. DevOps is a methodology that combines software development dev and IT operations ops to create a more streamlined, automated approach to software development and deployment. This methodology is focused on collaboration between development and operations teams to ensure that software is delivered quickly and reliably. Programming languages are used to write software programs and applications. They allow programmers to communicate instructions to computers and other devices. Here are some basics of programming lang. Uses 1. Syntax. Syntax refers to the rules and structure of a programming language. It includes things like the order in which statements are written, the use of punctuation, and the naming conventions for variables and functions. 2. Data types. Data types are used to define the type of data that can be stored in a variable. Common data types include integers, floating point numbers, strings, and Boolean values. 3. Variables. Variables are used to store data in a program. They are defined by a name and a data type, and can be assigned a value that can be used throughout the program. For control structures. Control structures are used to control the flow of a program. They include things like loops, conditionals, and branching statements. These structures allow programmers to create more complex programs that can respond to user input and make decisions based on data. 5. Functions. Functions are blocks of code that can be called from other parts of a program. They are used to break up code into smaller, reusable chunks and to perform specific tasks within a program. 6. Libraries and frameworks. Programming languages often come with built-in libraries and frameworks that provide pre-written code for common tasks, such as working with databases or user interfaces. These tools can save programmers time and effort and help them to create more complex applications more quickly. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next part.